LY. I will be completing level 1 project 2 in this session. My topic for today is different phases of educational life from school to college life to engineering life. So I will be sharing my experiences with you and some moments with you. So I will start with the school life. So I would like to ask everyone so that what they feel about the school life. So they are comfortable with the school life or the other life. So I am one who likes the school life very much. I enjoyed it and did academics also very well in it. I would like to share one incident during our school time. So we were in a SCC and we also like to play volleyball a lot. So what we used to do, we used to play volleyball in a game spirit. So one day we got to know about our principal going out. So when she left from her house to go out of the town, everybody started playing volleyball in a rainy day. And one of our friend who was sitting on a pole and giving the running commentary from there saw the principal coming back suddenly, and everyone started running into their respective classes during and she saw some of our students running into the classes. So she came and started banging everyone. After banging, there was little bit coincidence that there was a midterm results coming up, and I was there in second. I secured a second rank in the midterm exams. So I got beating from both principal and also from my friends for getting the securing second position, and most of them are on the border stage. Yeah, so I got the beating from both sides, banging. And after completing the SSC, we entered in the college life. So I was not really interested in science branch. So after I entered in the science world, I used to feel very bored in the science. So what we used to do is that we formed a group in a college and we used to go for swimming in a dam. And one of our friend who did not know the swimming, we used to mock him a lot. You are a coward and all. So he does not. He was very coward. He did not jump into the dam. One day he became very over courageous, and he jumped. He took God name. He took God name and jumped into the dam. He started drowning in the dam. So every one of us started jumping into the dam and saved him from drowning. So after we took him out, he was little bit unconscious. He was unconscious, but we were feeling dead. We were feeling actually dead. What to do now? If he is unconscious, what to answer to his parents? So we were very afraid. So after that, he came to consciousness, and we started mocking him again back. So after mocking him, we were this in this type of movement. We finished our HSC also. After that, I entered in engineering college. So I reported in my college one day before. So I was very excited related to mess, food, and all things. So afternoon I went to the mess for eating food. I was hungry that day, and our engineering college was in very rural area. There were no places such as shops and all. So we cannot go out and just buy anything. So I was very hungry that day, and I went into the mess. So, so I was very hungry. I put the ball full of dal into my mouth. So it was so tasteless and watery that the speed with which I put the ball into my mouth, I spit the same force into the bowl again. So this was our 4 year struggle we have to go through. We have to eat these things and all. Apart from that, engineering life was very very stressful. So what we used to do, we used to complete our assignments in the night time. So there was engineering drawing and all where things were there. So it used to take a very lot time. So we used to stay awake till whole night. So what we used to do is that we used to put the glass, and there was a tube that there was a reflection of others drawing. So we used to just put up our drawings on that same, and we used to present it to our class teachers. So after awaking the whole night, we used to always bunk all our lectures and all. We don't used to go into our lectures. So one day our principal took out the new law that the people who are not having 75% attendance will not be allowed to sit for an examination. So everybody started finding the and the attendance was going to be posted to everybody's residence. So we were 60 students in our class. So everyone was afraid that our attendance is not going to be 75% at all. So everybody started finding the respective postmans who was going to post all the letters to their respective residents. So everybody find them, give some money, and took all the letters with them. So everybody, almost 40 to 50 people from our 60 students batch did not secure the attendance. So finally, they had to take the decision back, and everybody was sitting in the examination. So after this was our engineering life, and we used to very enjoying it. After that, I entered my MBA college. Now it was very hectic, so we used to go 9 to 9. It was not enjoyable and all, only academic study and all. And after that, I came to Kuwait for job. So finally, I would like to say that the school life was very good, apart from this all the life, college life, engineering life, and working life. So with this, I would like to end my speech. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, TM Ramesh, for taking us through a journey of your life with some funny incidents also. I bet everyone you reminded everyone their childhood and their college life also. Thank you so much. We can have, timer, we can have 1 minute for giving the feedback for TM Ramesh.
Okay, okay.
We can give feedback on private chat through WhatsApp also and through chat also.
Thumbs up.
Okay, thank you, TM Anupama. Now it's time to move on towards our second speaker. Our second speaker she is a new member of our club. She is very patient, passionate, and cheerful personality. And she is TM Numa. And she is doing her icebreaker today. So let's our hands put together for TM Numa. She will be evaluated by a very all-rounder, very ambitious and enthusiastic, amiable personality of our club, that is TM Faria. TM Faria, please read the objective for speech.
Hi, very good morning to everyone. And thank you for such a lovely introduction, Madhuri. Thank you so much. Today, I'll be evaluating Toastmasters Numa's speech. He's giving the icebreaker. The purpose statement is, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So basically, it's just an introduction. Enjoy. All the best, Toastmaster Numa.
Yeah, thank you for that.
When we focus on God, it becomes God. Where I am today, I am giving my speech today. I have given as a the guest, but today, like the member of the Toastmasters, I am giving my first speech as an icebreaker today. Hello everyone, all the Toastmasters and the guests present. I am Numa Hassan, and I am going to give you a little sneak peek about my the personal life today. Okay, so let's begin with me. I am born and brought up in Kanpur, UP. I have done my graduation in the post graduation in English literature, and my professional degree is BA. My parents are working. My mother is a teacher, a HOD of English department in HL School, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and my father works in the Hindustan Lever Company. But right now, he had taken the voluntary retirement due to his ill health. And my brother is engineer who is residing in Kuwait since 4 to 5 years. My husband works with American Army, the base camp in Arifjan. My daughter studies in grade 6 in DPS FAPES. My schooling is being done in the convent school. I am from a convent school. You know where the nuns teach, so it's a Romanian school, and all the nuns have taught me. Then my college was Christian College. It was also a Christian college, and then I have done B.Ed from Kuwait. Let's this like as a child, I had a dream to become a neurosurgeon, but later on when I completed my 12th in science, my mother told me that when you see a drop of blood and you just scream and you become nervous, so how can you become a doctor? So it is better you choose such a profession that in later life you don't regret that why I have chosen this. So she gave me an idea that you can choose teaching as your profession because you have patience also, and you have a tolerance, the attitude towards others. So I also thought that it's a good way. Why? Because teaching is one profession which gives birth to other professions. So this in teaching I came just by chance, but this profession I really like it, I love it, and my family supports this. Then I as a person, I am a really shy person and introvert person, and this has a reason because in grade 4, my class teacher, Mrs. George, had written in my diary as Numa is the most talkative girl of the class. The reason was that as she entered in the morning after the school assembly, and you know the children are in the class before the teacher enters after the school assembly, and my friend had borrowed a pencil from me a day before, so I just went to her place to take the pencil, and I was the only person who was standing in the class near her desk to ask for my pencil, and she saw me and she wrote. And believe me, it was the first time ever any teacher from LKG till grade 4 had written in my diary. And it was after that also, it was the first time that it was, so it had a great impact on me that how come the teacher had written. Now, in our school, it was compulsory that the parents had to sign underneath and with a line that the child will not repeat it. And it was then again signed by the class teacher and the principal. So I was really shattered that how can my name come. So like it had an impact on me. So all through my school life, I I was a very introvert. I was hardly talking to anybody, just fear in the mind that the teacher can write. And my school was really, really very strict on this thing. Then secondly, my school was the girls' school. It was not co-ed. So when I entered the college life, it was a bit difficult. Why? Because I had been, since grade 1 till grade 12, I had been around with the girls, like all were girls, no boys there. So when I entered the college life, so it was very difficult for me, like to work in an environment, in the co-ed environment. But slowly and steadily, it took me really 1.5 years to get into the shoes of the college, because every time every morning I used to get up and oh God, I need to go to college, and I was just thinking that I should go or no go. I don't know what kind of phobia I have, but it was just like that. Then I completed my post-graduation from that college, and I also had an ambition in mind to do MBA, because as I told you that my profession was by chance in teaching. So I told my mother that I wanted to do MBA from the Lady Shri Ram College in Delhi, but my parents were reluctant to send me to Delhi. So I thought to give it a try on the online course in the Symbiosis college in Pune. So I filled my form, and my first year was completed. Second year was going to start. Then my marriage was decided, and I was not able to complete my second year semesters. And though my husband told me that the Symbiosis had an in Dubai, it has this office. So if I want to try, because it's a 2 years course, in MBA, but they give 4 years to complete if you have a lapse in between. So as I told you earlier also, that he's very supportive. He told me that if you want, you can complete your MBA, but I said no, the family situation you can very well understand. So I just dropped it. But then he said that now if you are in this profession, so better you take on this profession, the teaching line, and you can do go for BEd or MEd. So I thought to go for BEd then, and he supported me a lot. And then I did my BEd here in Kuwait. And I applied for MEd also, but the seats were not available. So since 2 years I'm trying, but here it is, the students are not so many. So they say it is better if you do from in India. So this is all about me. Thank you. Hope you all liked it.
Thank you, TM Numa, for a wonderful, insightful speech. Icebreakers really help other club members to understand you in a better way. Thank you, TM Numa. Yes, there is a question for you, TM Numa. Question is,
yes,
between the United States and Canada, where do they bury the survivors?
In Russia, between the United States and Canada,
Yes, TM Varmeet is raising hand. Yes, TM Varmeet.
I'm saying, why will they bury
Yes,
the survivors?
Yes, there is no need to bury the survivors. Very good, TM Varmeet. Yes. Before moving towards the third speaker, I would like to ask one question to TM Ramesh, because I forgot at the time to ask that question. TM Ramesh, can you please unmute yourself? Your question is, there's one story house in which everything is yellow. Yes, are you able to hear me, TM Ramesh? Yes.
Yes.
So there's one story house in which everything is yellow. Yellow walls, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What color are the stairs?
I did not understand your question.
Okay. There's one story house in which everything is yellow. Yellow furniture, yellow walls, yellow doors. So what will be the color of the stairs?
Color of the stairs. No, I can't get it.
Everything is yellow. Okay. Yes, TM Varmi. Yes, anyone else?
Yes.
Yes,
There's no
TM
stairs.
Varmi.
There's no
Anupa
stairs.
is
It's a
raising
single
hand.
story
Anupa
house.
is raising
Yes,
hand.
yes, TM Anupa. There's no stairs because it's a one-story house. Very good. Now it's time to move forward with our third speaker. Thank you, TM Ramesh. So our third speaker is also a very new member of our club. He is also going to do his icebreaker. He is very generous, enthusiastic, and very eager to learn. So let's welcome our third speaker, TM Rifdi. He will be evaluated by another very new member of our club. She is a very good cook, a homemaker, and her hobbies are painting and gardening. Any guesses? Who is she? Yes, she is none other than TM Uzma. She is very polite, efficient, and sincere, and she is going to evaluate today TM Rifti. TM Uzma, please unmute yourself and read the objectives for the speech.
Hi everyone. Today I will evaluate TM Rafti. His speech title is Myself. It is his first speech, and the purpose for evaluation is to give his speech an effective evaluation to his speech is to give him an effective delivery style. So, thank you.
Thank you, TM Uzma. So TM Rifti, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, all the best. Stage is all yours.
Fellow Toastmaster, good morning. This is my speech, first speech I speak. But I'm not well prepared for this speech since because of my busy schedule and all. Anyway, I'm going to do myself. I'm going to introduce myself only. So let me introduce from the beginning. My name is Rifdi from Sri Lanka. Actually, now I'm in Kuwait only. From the beginning, from the first from my school life, first I went my village school. Then I moved to different school in a different area. I went there alone only, without my family and all. I stayed in a hostel for 3 years and completed my ordinary level studies. Then I completed my advanced level in another school. That also I boarded in a hostel. Most of the time, I lived apart from my family only. So after my advanced level, I started to do my higher studies, ACCA. Along with I have done my trainings and some other works for 3 years in Sri Lanka. Then I moved to Kuwait end of 2017. Then I worked for an audit firm for 1 year. Then I moved to another different company, a trading company. Since I moved to trading company, I stuck in very one position and stuck in one particular way. I cannot take another step from that position because of my speaking ability. As you can understand, I cannot talk properly because of my speaking disorder. Yeah, it is a disorder. So I try to improve that. Along with that, I have to improve my speaking in English and everything related to work and all. So that's the reason I joined for Toastmaster, because some of the friends are already participating in Toastmaster. Those are advise me to join Toastmaster. You will get good exposure, and you will learn a lot of. You can group up yourself and all. Because of that only, I joined Toastmasters, and I look forward to participate in more speech, more programs in this program to help myself to grow myself more and take another further step in my career. Sorry guys, I just came after playing football and all. I'm a little tired. That's why I cannot talk properly. The words are not coming out of my mouth. So I'll take a leave for now. I'll do another speech in next session. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Rifti, for a lovely icebreaker. Are you there? Then I can ask you one question, TM.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So for you, the question is, can you guess the fruit name by combining this letter and this picture?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes. Very good.
It's easy now.
Now let's move towards our next speaker. Our next speaker, she is a homemaker, very caring and organized person. She is a fantastic cook. She likes to do workouts, yoga, shopping, and spend time with her family and friends. Can you guess who is she? Any guesses? Yeah, she is TM Tanveer Askari. So let's put our hands together for TM Tanveer Askari. She is doing her level 1 project 2. She will be evaluated by none other than our dynamic, very practical, amiable, and generous TM Farisa. TM Farisa, are you there?
Good morning to my target speaker. And the objectives for Toastmasters Tanveer are that she has to present a speech on any topic, and receive what feedback she receives, she has to apply that to the second speech which she would give. The purpose of this speech is for her to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator, which is me. Her speech timings are 5 to 7 minutes, and her speech title is Health and Fitness. All the best, Toastmaster Tanveer.
Thank you, Farisa. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am here to present a speech on health and fitness. The very known two terms to us are the word health and fitness. Many times we use these words when we say phrases like health is wealth and fitness is the key. What does the word health really means? Health is the well-being of the physical and the mental state of a person, whereas fitness describes the level of physical activities person can do on a day-to-day basis of life. Health is used to describing the more about emotional aspect of a person, and fitness is used to describe the more about physical health of a person. Health is a positive concept. Being healthy is not as easy as it sounds. It requires willpower. Even if you dive into cravings, just get back on track, and I'm sure you will achieve your goal through persistence. In this pandemic situation like now, it becomes it becomes complicated to have a positive outlook in life. We all are stuck at homes most of the time, so we should strive to maintain a good health of mind and body, even though we are not able to attend any outdoor activities. Being healthy and being fit are interconnected. Health and fitness, health and fitness is the most important aspect of our life. There is nothing more important than our health for human beings. There is nothing more important than our health for human beings. When we are healthy, then only we are able to enjoy our life well. We can smile, we can laugh, we can travel, enjoy our food, and can sleep well. There are many factors responsible for the staggering of health and the fitness graph, but one of the major reasons is the personal habit and the living style. Due to fast-paced life, people are bothered only about filling their stomachs rather than considering about what they are eating. Eating healthy food and eating unhealthy food and living a sedentary life is a root cause of cardiovascular diseases. Gaining weight is not something bad, but gaining too much of weight leads to obesity. Obese people are always on the higher risk of blood pressure, diabetes, and heart diseases. Health and fitness plays an important role in our overall well-being. So we should try to keep a good balance between mind, body, and soul. Yoga has also got a lot of benefits. It increases your flexibility, it increases your blood flow, boosts immunity, and burn calories. Exercising improves the general health of your body. So we must try to take out at least 30 minutes a day for some exercises or walk. But nothing, no good will come out if you walk for 30 minutes and then eat junk food. Exercise and a proper diet goes a long way in keeping you healthy and fit. Remember, what you eat in private, you wear in public. As told by Dalai Lama, that happiness is the highest form of health. Happiness comes only when we are healthy and fit. But in today's world, we value things more than people, work more than family, food more than our health, and status more than our life. We rush after money and social status, and we forget about our health. What's the value of life when we are not healthy and fit? This absurd attitude has ruined our life, and it will continue unless and until we open our eyes and see what the reality is. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Tanveer, for inspiring us, for keeping us healthy and fit. And really, you gave very good suggestions. We would all like to implement these suggestions. Thank you. I would like to ask you one question. Yes. Timer, let's give 1 minute for giving the suggestions to the speaker. Yes, TM Tanveer, your question is, I am a bird, I am a fruit, and I am a person. What am I? Yes, TM Faria.
Jackfruit.
Kiwi, kiwi.
Kiwi.
Jackfruit.
But
Is it jackfruit?
No, kiwi.
Time's up.
Oh.
Bird. Yes. Very good.
Time's
got-
up for the chat.
Yes, thank you, TM Anupama. Let's move towards our next speaker. He is very passionate, nature loving, and convivial, efficient person. He is TM Hamdan. He will be doing his level 1 project 3, and he will be evaluated by our very determined, quick-witted, supportive member TM Parmeet. TM Parmeet.
Good morning, everyone. And special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Hamdan. He is embarking on his level 1 project 2 that he'll be repeating his speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on a topic, receive a feedback, and he will be repeating and apply the feedback to the second speech. The purpose of the speech for the member is to demonstrate that he or she is applied the feedback received from his first speech. The time is, timer please note, time is 5 to 7 minutes, and his title of speech is Take Time from Stressful Life. Take time from stressful life. Toastmaster Hamdan.
Thank you, TM Parmeet. TM Hamdan.
Thank you, TM.
All the best. Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. And what about the visual?
Yes, that is also perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you. See, I'm doing on my laptop and I don't have the place to sit, but I'm sitting on the bed and giving a small speech. I'm not so prepared because, from last couple of weeks, it was not a stressful life as my topic is going to start. So I will start for how many of we went through the Corona life? How many of us lost this job? And how many of us had a very bad family life? Like our kids were not able to go outside to play in playgrounds, do a proper gathering, and made a proper conversation with us. It was in a hectic full life in this pandemic life. I don't want us to go for another pandemic life, which will affect our daily routine. Hello, fellow Toastmaster. A very pleasant good morning to all of us. Hope everyone is doing this good. My topic for today is to take out the stress from our daily life. As you see, since we were small, we had a lot of activities. We used to go outside, play whole day, play loud music, dance with our friends, call them in our house, make a small chit chat, make laugh on each other, to go out, hurt ourselves, played football, played volleyball, played cricket. Even if it was a summertime or temperature going above 50 degrees, we used to go outside playing football. We didn't bother about our physical body or mentality. We used to only think how to get stress, how to get relief from our daily energy. We enjoyed our ice creams at night with our friends, fellow friends, and to talk about stories, say with the nannies, with grannies, and listen the night times, bedtime stories. We never bother about our time. We always was ready to make something different. Since we joined our society, as we grew up, our mindset, our our opinion drastically changed not towards us, but towards to every one of us. We made an imaginary comparison lines in our mind, a sheet, a graph that we will be achieving this much target, we will leave our, we will be earning so much money, we want to be a rich person, and and we started losing the happy life, the healthy life, and we tried to achieve something which was not even expected, which we never even thought of. As a wise man said, "Ri- rich and healthy and wealthy life will never help you to get a healthy life. The time between the death and the life, it is called time. How effectively, how passionately we are using it. The last couple of 2 weeks, I have seen a different in our life, be- mostly in my life, that we are where we are heading towards. We are getting up early morning, brushing our teeth, just thinking about whole day, how we're going to make money, what will be the today's task, what will be this, and we leave our daily routine and come at the end. And when we're resting in our bed, we just think, what will be the tomorrow's target, what we're going to achieve, what we're going to make tomorrow, how we're going to fulfill our tomorrow's task. But the time between the death and the life and the death is the valuable time. We never try to achieve those days. Those times are very important to us and how we want to get that out of our mind. The most important things in our life is to, to make our inner self happy, enjoy each and every single moment with our family, go outside, have a trip, make a picnic with your friends, take a brisk walk, go play volleyball, football, crack jokes with your friends, call them towards to your place, start doing some kind of activities like like make plantings, start reading books, uh, go out, start giving some good foods, juices, water, whoever you find like it's a needy person. It will help yourself to give on stress, like it is like a stress buster. Today's life is hustly bustly life. We cannot just sit at home and cook food, keep eating food, but try to make uh, some different activities every day. Uh, People are, we try to do a lot of things like we ignore our health, and we just start eating junk food. We start sorry for it, I forgot something. Back to you, TM Vermit. Hello.
Thank you, TM Hamdan, for a wonderful and very timely speech. And thank you for sharing some tips on stress busting tips. Thank you so much. Yes, there's a question for you. Timer, please mark 1 minute for giving the feedback to TM Hamdan. Your question is, yes, everybody has me, but nobody can lose me. What am I?
Your mind, your thinking,
Yeah, yes.
your mind, your thinking,
Your
your,
mind, your thinking.
your knowledge. Everybody
Okay.
has, yeah, but we cannot lose it, right?
But nobody can lose me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Your,
that is also right. Otherwise, answer is shadow, our shadow.
yes.
But you can lose your minds as well. So minds,
Yeah, sometimes,
when you
yes, very
become
true.
old or something, you will obviously lose your memories will also go.
Okay.
Very true, TM
It's
Faria.
time. It's time. Thumbs up.
Okay. So let's move now towards our last speaker. She is a very experienced speaker and she is very calm, friendly, innovative, and passionate. None other than TM Faiza Thakur. She will be doing her level 3 project 1. She will be evaluated by another very enthusiastic, diligent, energetic, and reliable speaker, evaluator, TM Sakina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhuri, for this wonderful introduction of myself. Good afternoon, everyone. And a special good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Faiza. The purpose of her speech is, the project is to learn about different types of negotiation and the strategies. Also in her project, she can share some aspect of her past and future negotiation in her life. So I am very excited to hear from her. All the very best. Toastmaster Faiza, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakina. I would just request for the screen sharing option. Toastmaster Madhuri, can you just give me the screen sharing option? Okay.
Yes, I think you have got, because TM Farisa can give, she's the host.
Yes, I got.
Yes.
Timer, I'm all ready. Thank you. Harvey Marker once said, you do not get what you want, but you get what you negotiate. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Every morning when you get up, a journey of your negotiation starts. Be it at your workplace or your family, you try to convince all the people your way. Listen, finish these 2 lessons before 5 p.m. and I promise I will let you play with your mobile for the next 1 hour. Isn't this what we tell us children? Or be it a dilemma between your heart or mind, where your heart says or your mind says something and you have to listen. Where your mind can tell you that, listen to me, I have a practical solutions for all your problems. I will give you peace of mind. Wake up. It's time to start your day, or you will be late. Or else your mind comes up. Oh, it's a cold, chilling morning. Give your time some more. Give a peaceful and a beauty nap. You really need it. You should be happy and full of contentment in your life. And what do? You come up with the best possible solution to keep both yourselves happy, be it your heart or your mind. I keep a timer in that case. I convince my mind saying 5 minutes will not make a difference. You won't be late. And I boost my heart saying 5 minutes is enough for a beauty nap. This exactly is what negotiation is, to keep both the parties happy. Negotiation is all about getting the best possible deal in the best possible way. There are 3 types of negotiations: a win-win negotiation, a win-lose negotiation, or a lose-lose negotiation. To understand it better, let me narrate to you a story. The story has 3 characters: a moneylender, a farmer, and the farmer's beautiful daughter. Many years ago, in a small Indian village, a farmer who was misfortunate of owning a large sum of money from a moneylender. The moneylender, who was old and ugly and wanted to marry the beautiful daughter of the farmer, proposed a bargain. The moneylender said he would forego the loan if the farmer agrees to marry his daughter with him. Both the farmer and his daughter was horrified with this proposal. The cunning moneylender told them that he would put a black pebble and a white pebble into an empty box, into an empty bag. So he has a black pebble and a white pebble, and he said he will put it into the bag. Okay. The girl and the proposal was, if the girl picks up the black pebble from the bag, she would be the wife of the moneylender and the debt would be forgiven. The second option was, she picks up the white pebble from the bag. In this case, she need not marry the moneylender and her debt would be forgiven. And the third option was, if she refuses to pick up any of the stones, the father would be put into the jail. The moneylender, by giving such a proposal, was totally created a win-win scenario for himself and a lose-lose scenario for the daughter. Now, this wicked moneylender, instead of picking up the black and a white pebble, he picked up both the black pebbles and put in the bag. Incidentally, the girl who saw this incident noticed it and was a kind of horrified. She did not know what to do next. She had 3 possibilities with her. The first one, the girl should refuse to take the pebble. Second, the girl who knows that there are 2 black pebbles exposes the moneylender. The third, the girl should pick up a black pebble and sacrifice in order to save her father from the debt and the imprisonment. What do you think? What must the girl would have done in this situation? Well, the girl put her hand into the money bag and threw the pebble which came into the hand, which got unnoticed in the pebbles, in the lots of pebbles which were fallen down. Oh, how clumsy of me. My God, the pebble fell down. Never mind. Let me check out what is the next pebble there. And the next pebble which was there was a black pebble. So they came to a conclusion, the pebble which must have fallen down would have been the white pebble. Since the moneylender dared not admit his dishonesty, the girl won in this situation, and what had seemed impossible extremely changed into an advantageous situation for the girl. Thus, With her logical thinking, she made the totally lose-lose situation to a totally win-win situation for herself and her father. So, dear Toastmasters, for which negotiation would you go on for? A win-win, a win-lose, or a lose-lose situation? Always negotiate at your fullest. Try to get the best outcome, whatever. Try to be the best negotiator in the deal of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Faiza, for giving us wonderful negotiation tips with an entertaining story. Now there is a question for you. Yes, timer, please mark 1 minute for giving the very easy question for you. Guess the vegetable.
Potatoes. Potatoes.
Yes, very good. So for best speaker, we will be running poll now or together with the best evaluator only.
I think together.
Okay.
We can start with evaluation.
Oh, okay. Thank
Now?
you. Now let's move towards our second segment. That is the better thinking part. So let's start with first evaluator. Evaluator TM Rilwan.
Hello. Am I audible,
Yes.
Madhuri?
Yes. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again, and good afternoon to my target speaker, Mr. Ramesh. He did a wonderful jobs today, delivering his level 1 projects too. So, looking at speech, it was a marvelous speech, very confident, a flow of words. It was running like a river without any hassles or any stage fear. He did a marvelous job and a perfect time management. He spent, though his second speech, he spent the time 6 minutes and 30 seconds minutes with a perfect finishing. So though the speech was a well connected and content was very organized, still there are few areas to work on. I would suggest Ramesh to work on the following. Your speech was marvelous. There is no doubt about it. But the vocal variety was, I feel there was a missing part in this one. So you did a marvelous job in the delivery speech, but the voice modulation was throughout the speech was the same. There's no difference, like there's no speed, the slowdown, your modulation was not changing anything. Say for example, I can say you could have expressed how you felt when you got the second position in your term test and how your principal reacted. So it would have given a much value addition to your speech. So the second point I was noticed was your facial expression. You for sure I see you have a smiley face. That's a lovely thing to do. But when your speech comes in, you have to make your facial expression in coordination with your speech contents as well. You mentioned that you guys experienced one of your friend drowned in a dam when you jump into for the swimming competition or something. So, but still it's smiling. So, are we expected to smile when a friend in a trouble? So you could have expressed your face expression in such a way like you all really felt in that moment. So the third thing was the content was very good. By my concern was the speed. It was too speed. There was no pauses in between. Like your story was a perfect story. Your college to the engineering and the workplace. So there was no pauses in. You need, though the time is very limited, you need some pauses in between to understand and gather your story or a speech to the audience. Otherwise, they will lose the interest on the speech. So I suggest you to have some pauses practices, so it will make more effective deliveries. Then the third, the final, I would say, try to do, though this is your second speech, on future projects, try to engage the audience. So there were a lot of places where could have engaged in the today's speech. For example, you were mentioned that for the exams to be seated, you'll need a compulsory of 75% attendance. So you could have mentioned that that 60% of our batchmate didn't have the eligibility. You could have asked the question. You will know what had happened. Are we able to sit for the exam? So audience could have answered, like you connect the questions with the audience with the story. So you can for the future projects you try to work on that one. Overall, it was a marvelous speech, I would say, with a very confident, very flawless speech. In summary, I would suggest say do a good pose and vocal variety practices and audience engagement and gestures and hand gestures, because your position has to be with the what do you call, your hand, and the facial expression should come with your speech. So I wishing you a very good and future projects and all the best. Thank you. Back to you, Madhuri.
Yes, sure.
Yes. Thank you, TM Rilwan, for your very insightful evaluation. Yes, there is a question for you also, TM Rilwan. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah, I do. Wow. For each number in the matrix.
Here, for each number in the matrix below, decide whether it is normal or reversed. For example, if 4 is written in this way, then this will be considered its reverse. So in this, you can start with the first, whether it is reverse or normal or reverse. Like that, you will have to say for 3 rows.
Okay, 7 is reversed.
Okay.
4 is not. 2 is not. The second line, 2 is not. 5
Okay.
is opposite, not reverse, it's opposite.
Okay.
This is what 7. 7 is not reverse, it's also opposite. The third line, 4 is not reversed.
Okay, normal, yes.
Yeah, nothing is reversed in the third line as well. Am I correct?
Okay. No, this is normal. This is reversed. This is 5. That's why it is reversed. This is normal. Yes, you were correct. This is normal. But this 7 is reversed, because when we will turn it, then it will come reversed. This is
it's
normal.
Opposite, right? It's not reversed.
No, actually, what we are not turning in that way, like right side, when we will rotate it, then it will come reverse only.
Okay. In that sense. Okay. Makes
That's
sense.
why it's reverse.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Good
then
one.
it's reverse, and this is normal. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a good one.
Yeah, so let's move towards our second evaluator. Yes, she is evaluating TM Numa. Yes, TM Faria.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know that the name is saying Farisa, but I am Faria for you, so that there is no confusion. We are not the same person, and we are 2 different people. Anyways, I'll start with my evaluation for Toastmaster Numa. First of all, congratulations, Numa, for completing your icebreaker speech today. Kudos to you for taking the first step in Toastmasters. Everyone, please, let's have a round of applause for Numa. for giving her, in fact, to all the people who have given their icebreaker speech today. Congratulations, everyone. Toastmaster Numa, you started off your speech with your introduction. Obviously, it was supposed to be an introduction, and you have done that fully to the best what you can do. You have introduced everything about yourself. You were born and brought up in Kanpur. You graduated. You told us about your parents' professions, your brother and husband's profession, from where you did your schooling and college, and then you went on to explain to us how you took your career path, who inspired you to take up teaching, what was your actual goal in life. And as you told us, you wanted to become a neurosurgeon, but then your mother told you, made you aware that even though you want to become a neurosurgeon, your tendency to see blood and then reacting squeamish with it, how will you ever become a doctor if you are not even comfortable seeing blood? And so she gave you a different direction, which you took. You took your mother's advice and you have come into the profession of teaching, because she enumerated your positive points, whether you have patience and you like to deal with children. All of these points helped you take your decision about your career. And then you mentioned, after you had finished your introduction about your career, you also told us about the reason of the major personality traits that you have, that is being shy and introvert. And you told us a very personal and intimate story about yourself, about how your grade 4 teacher gave you a comment that she is a very talkative person, which had a very great impact on your life. So all in all, we get to understand you, your life, your decisions, as well as your personality and the reasons behind it. So as an icebreaker, that is an excellent thing that you have done. Now, coming on to the points of improvement, because obviously we are here to improve. And also another thing that I liked about your speech was that you stood up and you spoke confidently from your place. That was very well done. Points of improvement, for example, when you were telling us about how your mother told you to take your decisions, you could have enacted out that scene, maybe how your mother must have. So that would have included some voice modulations, how you could have added some more humor in it. And we could have seen a little bit more up and down in your speech. In this, it was a little bit monotonous in one tone you spoke. And therefore, if you added a little more humor and a little more voice modulations, it would have been a very good job. So all in all, excellent job. Kudos to you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Team Fire.
Thank you, TM Faria, for your valuable evaluation. Yes, there is a question for you. Can you spot the correct Apple logo?
Is this for me?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute. Show me your Apple logo. It's this one, right?
I know,
the last
we are using, but it's very confusing.
Last row, the left one. First one.
Last row, left one. No.
All right. Second row, third one.
Yes, second row from the right hand side. Wait, I'm not getting my annotating.
Yes, second row from the left, the third one.
Yes.
Okay, so that thing
row,
is
yes,
that
the third one. Yes, very good. Now let's move towards our third evaluator, that is TM Uzma. Yes, TM Uzma, you can unmute and give
Good
your
morning,
evaluation.
everyone. And a very good morning to my target speaker, TM Rusty. I noticed how he did his ice-breaking speech. I noticed the opening part of his speech, the attention of all audience. He had positive points of coming up and on the platform and expressing his feelings was a big courage. I noticed the opening part of his speech was very good, but some words like ah and were used again. Some pauses were there. I liked structure of speech that he was sitting in a well-mannered way to express his ice-breaking speech. His voice was calm and describing. Sense of time used to manage his speech was comfortable. His eyes gesture were good, but his facial expressions were not so clear. His movement of hand gestures was not up to the mark. Like if, as he told that he has disorder in his speaking skills, so he was little hesitated to speak out his words. But if he same times use his body gestures to express his feelings, he can more explain what he is talking about. And I feel that just he needs improvement more than speaking. He can even use his gestures, his body movements to improve himself. Last point, I feel that it takes a lot of courage to come up and share part of his life in his speech, which was very wonderful. And thank you, everybody. And I wish a big round of applause for him, because it was really very hard, because for me also it is like to express his feeling. It was for me also a little bit, I was feeling how to express it, but I feel that he is very well to express his feelings by his word in the speech. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Uzma, for your valuable feedback. Your question is, it's for optical illusion. At first sight, what do you see in this picture?
A bird.
Yes, a bird. Okay, which bird? Okay, front side. And any other thing? Yes, TM Faria. She is very excited to give the answer. Okay, wait.
Ask Hamdan, yes. Ask Hamdan. We supposed to give chances
Yes,
to everyone.
Hamdan also wants to give. Yes, so yes, TM Hamdan. Please unmute.
Yeah, it's a rabbit.
Yes, it's a rabbit. Okay. One side, if you see, then it's a rabbit, and this side, if you see, then it's a duck bird also. Yes,
What if
very
you see both together? Like
both
I
together.
could see both together. I could see a duck and a rabbit at the same time.
Yes, at the same time we can see. Yes. Very good.
So Faria was telling me it means different personalities if you see a rabbit, and if you're a different personality if you see a duck. So what does that make me if I
We
see
need
both?
to explore this more. I have seen this
Then
earlier.
mixed
We need to explore.
personality, all
You have
rounder.
multi-personality disorder.
All rounder. Yes, very
Okay,
true.
you ladies have made my day.
Yes. Let's move towards the next evaluator, that is PM Farisa.
Good afternoon to my target speaker, that is Toastmaster Tanveer. An amazing topic to pick, health and fitness, the most needed topic for which we all need that, especially during when we are sitting at home and not doing much. I loved all the suggestions, all the information that you gave us. That was really nice. You used very good phrases like you value people more, we value more of materialistic things. All that was very good phrases that you had in your speech. Another quote which you used, which I really liked, is what you eat in private is what you wear in public. This is something we should always keep in mind. Especially, I think I should, before I hog on all the cakes, which I did this month, because there's so many birthdays of celebrations that I had. So yes, I think I need to watch that. But health is wealth, fitness is the key. So many phrases, like I just kept writing all the things that you said. Sedimentary life, it requires a lot of willpower. And this is something that I definitely agree. To follow a good, healthy and fitness regime, you definitely need a lot of strong willpower to continue that and follow that throughout. Many of us start something very energetically, but then you go low on energy. So this is something that we need to follow every day in our life, especially if you are over 30. And I think most of us here are today. So yeah, amazing speech. I loved it. You were standing, you were very confident. Your speech went in a good flow. And then there is areas of improvement or something that I want to challenge. I want you to challenge yourself with is add movements. Like when you said a line which was like, it helps your mind, body and soul. So why not show us your mind, body, move your hands. That makes a difference when you speak. Your hands were just by your side, and that seems like more of just a read or a memorized thing. So to give it a more of a personal touch, I think you should give us a little movement, move around when you're talking about. And this is such an amazing topic that you had. You could have made us do something, or you could have asked us, started with a question like, how many of you have a fitness app on your mobile which you follow? Or how many of you have a fitness routine that you follow every day? So something like that you could have added, which people would react to, at least give you some hand movements or smile or something. You could have made us stand up and do some jumping jacks or maybe some hand exercise. That would have made it more interesting. Everybody would have been more involved in your speech. Just some suggestions to make it more interactive with the audience. You can do this. But all in all, I think you were amazing. Loved the idea, and I'm looking forward that you take these feedback, add it, and do your speech again. So all the best to your next one. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Farisa, for a wonderful evaluation. Your question is, you have got a tongue twister.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Yes.
I slit the sheets, and the sheets I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. Try to say this thrice.
Two
Okay.
times. Yeah,
I
thrice.
slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet. Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I I said, I was stopping myself from saying shit, and it did come out at the end. I did sit on the sheet. Yes, so Okay, Hamdan, I got it.
Okay. Good try. Yes. Thank you, TM Farisa. Now the time is to move towards the fifth evaluator, TM Varmeet. TM Varmeet, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you can hear me. Okay.
Yes, TM Varmeet, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. And I will be, good morning to my target speaker, Hamdan. I will be evaluating you in two different areas. One, your speech, and I'll be giving my feedback on your project. So I will be dividing my evaluation into two parts. The first part, when it comes to your speech, where you health is not valued till sickness comes. I totally agree to this, and you talked everything related to the health, where we should how we should take care, we should laugh more, we should spend time with our family, we should enjoy ice creams and cracking funny jokes. So, and how we can start our happy life with the small like going with the for a picnic. Just to add on, if you could have added some personal story in it, as in how you felt you're stress free when you went for a picnic with your family, or you could have cracked a joke that could have added a little flavor. When you add a personal story, that adds a flavor and catches the listener, that yes, and we can get connected to your story, so we feel yes, it's there. So if you could have added some of your personal stories, you had all good lines, you had all good ways what you talked, but on a contrary, I could say I felt they were just simple lines, because you didn't added a personal story. First of all, there were no actions, no movement, and I felt there was no eye contact too. You were looking up or somewhere left and right. So if you could have looked directly into the camera, that is one part of suggestion with your speech. I felt the topic, the title doesn't get along with your speech that you talked about. So it could have been enhanced some way. Now coming on to the second part of my evaluation, that is your project. Your project was to give a repeated speech that you have already given, and you should add the feedback and repeat it. It was not that. So I was a bit confused. I was wondering, have I missed a speech? Where I was missing, this project goes into a different way. So one point is that it should have been repeated, and it was not being repeated. Rest, I enjoyed your speech. Just work on your improvement, like looking on in the camera and using little gestures and vocal variety that could have added that could have done wonders to your speech. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TM Varmeet. Are you ready for your question? Yes, TM Varmeet. Is this a horse or a frog?
No, for me it's a horse. I could see a horse first.
Okay.
The horse face. So I don't know.
Okay. Anyone
I
can
could
see
see
the
horse only, so I'm not split personality as of now.
Okay, yes, TM Uzma, you can unmute and say.
It's a frog in the pond.
Yes.
If you just,
Both horse, yes, horse face is also there. And if you will tilt
yeah,
yourself, then
both are there.
both are there. Yes. Then you can see the
So,
frog also, clear frog shape also.
yeah. Just rotate the picture and see.
Yes. And then this frog shadow is there in blue water. In that way, if you will see, then you can see the frog also.
Now
Very
I
good
can
tip,
see.
Gurmeet. Yes. Okay. Now let's move towards our last evaluator, TM Sakina.
A very warm good afternoon to everyone. Before I start my evaluation, I just wanted to tell Toastmaster Madhuri that after completing my evaluation, will you please not ask me the difficult tongue twister? I will, in return, I can get you something. I can get you a best role player award next meeting. How's the deal? Is it okay for you?
Not okay, not okay.
No, that means it is
I
a
find out
win-lose.
very good tongue twister for you. No, no, no. You will have to go with that.
It is a win-lose deal for me. Oh, I'm a bad
Oh.
negotiator. A very special good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Faiza. And first of all, I want to congratulate for completing your level 4 and level 3 project. Congratulations. You do not get what you want, but you do get when you negotiate. That is very true, and I agree to that. Toastmaster Faiza, you have done absolutely justice with your speech by giving such humorous example with your children that what you are offering to your children in return what you are expecting from the children. So your speech was very well organized. Your eye contact, gesture, and clarity was full marks. You have also convinced the other Toastmaster by giving a proper definition of negotiation, which is getting the best possible deal. You have also mentioned about how you feel when you balance your mind and heart, which is osmosis, which you have mentioned in your slide. So overall, it was a win-win situation for your speech. But I would just like to present few of my recommendation, which I feel would have used a few more experienced. Like we usually have a personal experience of shopping when we go on a roadside shopping, or when we go to eat some roadside pani puri, we offer one sukha puri also to have. That is also a deal actually. So these things I would really looking for that you will mention in your experiences shopping, and also when we are bargaining with our husbands sometime. So these things I was missing. So if you could have used it, you could have made it more humorous. Also, a few points in the storytelling when you could have enacted for the girl who has found out the dishonest dealer who was tricking with the stones. You could have enacted a girl, okay, so this is the way he has to deal with my father. Let me also think out of the box. This is the way you should have enacted for a girl. And also some voice modulation you could have used for the dishonest dealer and noble farmer. So these are my few recommendations. Overall, your speech was a win-win situation for you as well as for me, because it was fun evaluating you. So all the best for your future projects. Over to you, Toastmaster Madhuri.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, TM Sakina. But today I am not in a mood to negotiate, so you will have to go through a tongue twister.
Negotiator.
Yes.
This is easy for me, no problem.
Yes.
Okay. Fred fed Ted bread and Ted fed Fred bread. Fred fed Ted bread and Ted fed Fred bread. Fred fed Ted bread and Ted fed Fred bread.
Wow, very good, TM Sakina.
Do you have any prize for this? Because I think I did best.
Yes.
I'll catch you later then.
Okay, sure. So with this, our 2 segments, better thinking and better listening, is going to be over. And Now I think we will be running the poll for the best speaker and but before that, yes, timer, please give your report for the speakers and for the evaluators also.
Yeah, for the speakers, the TM Ramesh took 6 minutes and 36 seconds. TM Numa, who gave her icebreaker, she took 8 minutes and 9 seconds. TM Rufti, again icebreaker speech, he took 4 minutes and 13 seconds. TM Tanveer Askari, 5 minutes and 13 seconds. TM Hamdan, 5 minutes and 41 seconds. And TM Faiza, 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Should I read out the evaluators also? Timing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So TM Rilvan, he took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. TM Faria, 3 minutes and 16 seconds. TM Usma, 3 minutes and 28 seconds. TM Fariza, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. TM Barmeet, 3 minutes and 19 seconds. And TM Sakina, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Anupama.
So according to the timer's report, unfortunately, we have 2 disqualifications. I mean, 1 disqualification from the speaker and from the evaluator. So accordingly, I will first launch the poll for the best speaker. Okay, the poll is launched. Start voting. Okay, ending the poll now. No. Take a screenshot. We know who it is. Now I will launch the poll for the best evaluator. Just a second. Start voting. Thank you. The voting is done. Over to you, Madhuri.
Thank you, everyone. Hope you have enjoyed the meeting. With this, I hand over the meeting to our president, TM Farisa. Thank you.
Okay, let's take a group picture. Can everyone please turn on their cameras so we can have a group picture? I think this is our first meeting of the new year. I mean, after the new year, right? I think so, yes. Because earlier we only had a contest. So this is our first meeting after the new year. But we have a lot of missing people, but it's okay. I'm happy that we had this speakathon today. Okay, Varmeet, please, where are you? Open your camera. Rilwan, I saw you and then you disappeared. Varmeet, waiting for you. I think Rifdi has left the meeting. Okay, who is taking the picture? Varmeet, can you take a screenshot, please? Okay, let's pose, everyone. Let's do some crazy one. I don't know, do something to give me some idea what crazy do you want to do. Okay, Sakina, you look nice with that. But for me, it doesn't come. Varmeet cannot pose if she's taking the picture. Ramesh, why the L thing on your head?
Make it W. Make it W.
Yeah, make it W. See, we're so positive people. Done? Okay, good. Okay, now the moment we're all been waiting for. We have the winners with us. Sakina, are you ready to share the certificates?
1 minute.
Okay.
All
All right.
Continue. With this,
okay, let me know when you're ready. Members, come on, share your New Year experiences. How was the New Year for everyone? Come on, one by one. Numa, do you want to share your New Year experience? How is the New Year treating you? You're mute, darling. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Please, can you repeat the question?
Just share your experience for the New Year 2021.
Okay.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited because, like you know, past 2020 had been a very monotonous year. Like it was nothing good we heard about that year. And I'm very excited for this 2021 because as I have joined the Toastmasters also and I have done my icebreaker, so I think it's a good start. And also planning to do IELTS. It's not just to go to settle some other country, but like you know, this the pandemic had made the people's mind empty, mind devil's workshop. But like I think it has made the industry, not the workshop anymore. So better I don't want to be in that lot. So I just wanted to join IELTS and do some mental thing for my family and for myself. Yeah, thank you.
That's a very good idea. I'm planning to do IELTS as well. As soon as I finish my diploma, I think I'll go for that. Okay. Anybody else wants to share their New Year experience? Who else? Anupama, you hardly spoke today. Since we don't have table topics, come on, tell me your experience of New Year 2021.
New Year expecting to be better than 2020. We are awaiting the vaccine, so hopefully this year we'll be able to move out, meet out, and do all the crazy things that we used to do before this pandemic. And even schools are expected to open, I guess, not at least during this April, but I think in September. That's what I'm hearing. So hopefully, with these vaccines and other things which is going on, we will be back, I guess.
Yes, I hope 2021 brings prosperity and positivity for everyone.
Yes, hopefully.
Do you want to let us know? Yes, Akina. Are you ready? Okay, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's be ready with our drum rolls.
Can I share this?
So we have first, second, and third place winners for the best speaker first.
We'll start with third.
And we will start with the second runner-up. So the second runner-up for the best speaker today is, drum roll. Come on, Sakina.
Second runner-up is at third place, right?
Yes. It is Toastmaster Ramesh. Yay! Congratulations, Ramesh. Excellent work. Do you want to say something, Ramesh? Ramesh, you're mute.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. All the best for your next speeches. Now, the first runner-up for today's speakathon is my next slow? No, she did. Okay.
I already shared.
It's Toastmaster Faiza. I think my net is slow, so it takes a while for me to see the screens changed. Congratulations, Toastmaster Faiza. And with this, the winner for today's speakathon is Toastmaster Tanveer. Congratulations, Toastmaster Tanveer. Where is she? Oh, okay, her video is closed. Come on, Toastmaster Tanveer, open your camera.
Thank you, Farisa. Thank you so much to all the members of the Toastmasters for bringing up here on this stage.
Congratulations. Faiza, do you want to say something?
Congratulations, Toastmaster Tanveer, and thank you so much. So I finally finished my level 3 and level 4 together. My level 4 was completed, but I had one pending speech of level 3. So finally, after 2 years, I managed to finish level 4 also.
That's good. All the best for your next one, because a lot of old members have 2 pathways now. So make sure you finish.
Yes, of course.
Old pathway first. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the best evaluators. And the third place winner for the best evaluator is
Faria Fatima.
Faria, congratulations. Faria, you're here. Do you want to say something?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, now moving on to our first runner-up, that is the second place winner for the best evaluator for today is Toastmaster Varmeet Kaur. Congratulations, Varmeet. Where are you? Open your camera.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now let's move on to the best evaluator for today. The first place winner is none other than Toastmaster Sakina. Congratulations, Sakina. See, this was a win-win situation for you.
Madhuri ma'am, finally I got my prize. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, finally, it's a win-win situation for you. Congratulations.
I'm not a bad negotiator then.
To all the winners. Yes.
All right, congratulations, everyone. And with this, we officially adjourn today's meeting, our speakathon. Thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of today's speakathon. And let's have some more energy for the next one, which will be on the 5th, I think. I'm not sure. Well, on the second week of Feb, that's for sure. So let's
13th,
come up with amazing create 13th.
Yes, 13th.
Yeah, the 13th. It's in the agenda. So let's come up with some amazing theme and let's have fun there. Okay. So see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.